Yo, what's up? It's the one and only DJ Screen representing for the Hoodrich movement, Hoodrich Radio, and you're now in tune to Hip Hop Weekly. Believe that.
All right, Hip Hop Weekly All Access. This is Brienne, and we're here live today with the one and only DJ Screen.
What up? What up? Happy what's today? Monday.
Happy Monday.
Happy June. Summertime is officially
Right.
Work.
Right. Welcome to Hip Hop Weekly. Introduce yourself.
DJ Scream, of course, the world famous and infamous Hoodrich movement. You know what I'm saying? Hoodrich Entertainment, Hoodrich Production Group, Hoodrich Radio, Hoodrich everything. You know
Hoodrich everything.
Yep.
The list goes on, right?
Yep.
Well, again, welcome to Hip Hop Weekly. You know, we do appreciate you for joining in and, speaking with us. Let's get into it. So, tell us what you got going on and, let's talk about Hoodrich.
Yeah, a big part of that movement has been Hoodrich Radio. You know what I'm saying? So everybody kind of knows me, the foundation of doing various mixtapes, classic mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? Helping some of the biggest artists in the game get to where they're at now. For some time now, I've just been really grinding in media. I guess you could say to a certain extent journalism too. And Hoodrich Radio is kind of a combination of dope interviews, obviously, new music, unreleased music, exclusive content, and just lifestyle as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a major hit. It's on iHeart from Monday to Friday. They just moved me from nights to afternoons. You know what I'm saying? So that's a blessing. We've been doing afternoons for a couple of weeks now. And that's been basically the focus. I mean, we still got a lot of talented producers in the circle, a lot of talented artists that we're working with and developing and hoping to bring to the forefront real soon.
Okay. And let everybody know, like, what's your background? Like, how did you, get into this industry?
I felt like, to a certain extent, I was born into it. My parents, rest their soul, they met in a record store. So they were both into music and loved music. And I just remember as a little kid, always hearing records and hearing John Coltrane, Miles Davis, and then on my father's side, Lucky Dube, Peter Tosh, Bob Marley, just all this stuff. So I've just been hearing music ever since I can remember. There was a certain time in the early 90s or late 80s when I began to see, like, on TV, rap music, hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
And I would see you on TV raps, and I would see these videos and these dudes, these big chains and all this other stuff. And I was just instantly, like, infatuated, like, this is cool. What is this?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I would always gravitate, though, me being the type of person that I am, to the person behind the star per se. So when I watch Eric B. and Rakim, Eric B. When I watch Gang Stars, like, DJ Premier. When I watch Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, it was like, the guy in the back. You know what I'm saying? So I instantly just kind of had a curiosity for what was going on behind the rapper, and that eventually led to me, being really curious about DJing, buying some turntables, starting in my bedroom just as a hobby, just trying to perfect my craft and just to become a better DJ. And
right.
That led to doing parties. That led to me going to college, doing bigger parties. That led to me doing mixtapes. Mixtapes led to tours. Tours led to this. It kind of was like an all-over trickle effect. So I've been in the game for some time now.
Right. So, and you're known as, to me, the legendary DJ Scream.
That's what a lot of people say.
Definitely. Yeah. So, you've been in it for a minute. What are some of like the highlight moments that you can remember, throughout your career?
Definitely, I take a lot of pride in a lot of the classic mixtapes, dating back as far as in the earlier days, Trillville and Crime Mob in the crunk era. Moving towards to more of a street era. Of course, Shawty Low, you know what I'm saying? Everybody remembers the work I did with my brother Low, rest his soul. We were able to create some classic mixtapes that led to hit singles and just a whole movement. Rocco, Gucci Man, being able to work with Rick Ross, work with damn near every Memphis rapper you can name, you know what I'm saying? Did Dolph's first mixtape, Future's first mixtape, was able to work with him on a few different projects. 2 Chainz, just everybody, man. Each one of those, the Migos, each one of those has a different, like, place in my story,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I could sit here and talk all day about how it happened and what happened behind the scenes and
Right.
how it
Right.
almost didn't happen and all that
Right.
type of stuff. But I'm just happy that, coming from the 90s when Atlanta and Atlanta hip hop or Southern hip hop as a whole wasn't cool and
Mm-hmm.
it just wasn't realistic. Like I can remember being in school and somebody said they wanted to be a rapper in the 90s from Atlanta. You're like, you're not going to be a rapper if you're in Atlanta. There's no outlet. You know what I'm saying? There's no way
Right.
to make it. Now we fast forward, we have all of the biggest stars in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just happy to be a part of helping some of these names and brands have an outlet to, express their art to the world. That's what excites me most. And I'm looking forward to really, doing it again, whether it be mixtapes and media or all that. I've given a lot of people their first interviews too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, the likes of Awaka, after Titty Boy became 2 Chainz on Sirius, and a lot of people their first interviews. So I just look forward to continuing to be that fire starter. That's what really excites me.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So, just piggybacking off of some of the things that you've mentioned, you work with so many people.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anybody that you haven't worked with yet that you're looking forward to working with?
There's so many from a mixtape perspective. It's hard because I kind of work with everyone, and I guess the mixtape game now for major artists they don't see as much of a value in it. But I think when I started to slow down, I kind of covered the angles I wanted to cover from a hip hop perspective. I would like to do some playlists or mixtapes or however you want to label it with maybe some artists outside of hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Or maybe some of the younger guys on the come up. I mean, some of these guys have done amazing things, like your Lil Babies, your Gunners, and all that. But I think that there's a certain still value, and it excites the fans to have this project that's just not so corporate or structured. You know what I'm saying? That you can just put out, do what you want, how you want. You know what I'm saying? So I think it'll be dope to work with some of either the young guys or even venture off into some R&B, soul, vocalists. I'm open to it all. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of like not boxed in with my thoughts when it comes to future work.
Got you. And that's one of the things that we work with a lot of artists as well, and a lot of independent artists on the come up. Now, let these independent artists know, what does it take for them to get to the level where they're able to talk about their music on like a platform such as a level that you're on.
I think it's just that. It's like, go build something. That's what I tell the artists. Like, don't just start. Like, if you start, you can't start your season in the Super Bowl. You see what I'm saying? Like, you have to start. You have to go through a season. You have to win. You have to put an amount of certain amount of wins. To this day, it's just how I am. Like, I pay so much. I'm always online looking for what's next, or looking for what's buzzing, or seeing what's going on. Like, I'm always doing it. You can't catch everything because there's so much content, right?
Right.
But I just tell people, put yourself in a position to get noticed. You know what I'm saying? Do that work to get yourself in a position to get noticed, and that's going to open up doors for different media outlets, bigger DJs, and so forth. You know what I'm saying? But you have to just really respect that starting point and really respect putting the work and the hustle in to get to that level.
Okay, nice. All right. So tell us what can we look forward to? What's next for you? I know you said you're moving from nighttime to daytime. What are the hours?
It's 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. now. Okay. If you want to listen locally in Atlanta, it's 96.7 The Beat on iHeart Radio. And then a lot of people listen just nationwide on the app. If you got the iHeart Radio app, you can search for it and it pops up. So yeah, just continuing to recreate some of these moments, like interviewing Janet Jackson with Surreal. That was major. You know what I'm saying? It was unexpected. A lot of other dope interviews. We interviewed Megan Thee Stallion before she became Megan Thee Stallion. You know what I'm saying? We're the first people to play her record on radio. So just looking to recreate some of those moments, but not in a forced manner. It's just kind of like, when it's time for it to happen and when some new dope stuff is happening, I want to continue to recreate the moments, represent for the culture, represent for the South, and just make Hoodrich Radio even bigger and better and hopefully international, to where, on an international level, I'll have people from, Asia and Africa, like, we're listening to Hoodrich Radio, which actually happens sometimes. But I want it to be bigger.
Right. Where are some of the places that you've worked internationally?
I did a tour in Europe some years ago. Paris, Switzerland, Nice, France. Been to Germany. Toronto's like a second home. I go there like almost every year and do a lot of parties out in Toronto. I've been to the islands. I mean, my craft has taken me everywhere. I think the funny thing, I was supposed to do Australia, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just saw the 25-hour flight and was like, you know what?
Wow, are you serious?
We'll take a rain check on Australia.
Right. Okay.
Like I like planes, but I don't love
it's
them.
like,
It's a serious. But everybody that's been, I have some friends that have been there and taken the long flights to Asia as well. They say it's a surreal experience because they embrace our culture damn near more than we do. They're more excited about our culture than we are. So
and there's a lot here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, we definitely look forward to what you have coming up.
Can I let this? I think Duce Palooza is coming. That's the party of the summer, so I should be a part of Duce Palooza. So definitely look out for that. And then some community events coming up with the West End Boys Club. Always just making sure I'm staying linked in the community too, and taking the time to have conversations with the youth and inspire them. And that's basically it. I'll say just stay tuned on my social media. You can always know what's going on. That's DJ Scream, whether it's Instagram or Twitter, hoodrichradio.com. And that's kind of how I am too. People know, like I kind of don't announce everything. It just happens like, oh, wow. You know what I'm saying? To give it that shot value.
Well, you left your social media handles. We do appreciate you for checking in.
Yes, appreciate you having me.
And we're going to look forward, and hopefully I can get up there
Whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready.
All right.
That's what it is. We appreciate you putting up the Hood Rich Radio. It's Hood Rich Problem 196.7 The Beat. Hood.